Good morning, yo! TGIF, it is Friday today. Woo! We're gonna get a solid workout in before the weekend. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so we're gonna do a lighter based workout. It's gonna be a suspension trainer workout on the TRX back here, or it's an off-brand. It's called the WAS, but essentially it's TRX suspension trainer. Cannot talk this morning. Yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna make it the fastest workout ever. It's probably gonna be like 20 minutes or less. The reason being is don't have a lot of time, and also since it's on the suspension trainer, it's not gonna be that difficult, so we don't need a lot of rest period. With that being said, we're gonna do swing, rotation, carry, all the primary movements on the TRX, and yeah, we're gonna do them back to back. So it's gonna be a giant set, which is 4 sets of exercise clumped together without no rest, or even more than 4 sets. We're gonna do 7. Without further ado, we're gonna get to it. In between the sets, we're gonna do Q&A. So after I do 7 exercises on the TRX, we'll do a Q&A. See if I can do this without punting my laptop across the room. Check some out right quick. Woo! Those are so good. Those suspended push-ups. Alright, back to it. juice. Probably enough for the workout. We'll see. All right. Giant set number 1 done. See how fast you can get a solid workout in? That was 7 exercises back to back. Pretty much no rest. Had to take a little technical break in there. Forgot to post some of the stuff to let you guys know I'm even streaming. How the hell would you guys even see this if I didn't put some up? All right, so we're gonna get to the Q&A real quick. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. We can answer them live, and if I don't get to them live, I'll get to them on a later stream. Promise you that. So today's Q&A, health and fitness stuff. How and when do I need to use a foam roller? I would highly suggest using a foam roller before activity. It's a great like self-massage. You can think of a foam roller as literally like replacing massage that you get from someone, like professionally. Although it might not be as intricate and as great as a massage from someone else, it is a pretty good equivalent. When you really know what you're doing on a foam roller, and I actually have a video on my channel under the fitness playlist where I tell you basically how to roll from your lower body all the way up. When you know what you're doing and you do it correctly, it is like just as good as a massage. I'm telling you, it's like the best thing ever. So when should you foam roll? Before activity. And then I think you said, why should you foam roll? Let me see. Okay, when do I need to use a foam roller? Okay, so before activity and also when your muscles are really tight. Like think about when you're really tense and you go for a massage. Instead of going for a massage, you just break out the foam roller and you roll out all the muscles. That's why it's perfect before activity, because you're getting all those knots out, and then you could get an adequate warm-up when your muscles are nice and massaged out. So that answers that. We're gonna get back to our giant set number 2. And if you guys didn't see earlier, we're gonna speed through this workout. It's gonna be a speed run workout today. Don't have a ton of time. Okay. Giant set number 2 done. We only have one more, and that's it. Told you guys I'm gonna speed run this workout. All right, on to the next Q&A. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the chat. I'll answer them in real time. Otherwise, I'll answer them on a later stream if I don't get to them. Okay, how much cardio should I be doing? So, in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of doing static cardio, such as those machines at the gym. Anything you're not really moving that much, like a treadmill, ellipticals, not a big fan of static cardio. But that being said, what type of cardio should you be doing? If you're trying to maximize your muscle gain and still get your cardio in, you want to do very low intensity cardio. That means walking, like going for a stroll around the neighborhood. Doesn't matter where you do the cardio or how you do the cardio, the intensity is what really matters. So if you're trying to, like I said, maximize muscle, you want lower intensity cardio because all the calories you burn, pretty much all the calories, like 90% or so, are going to come from fat. Whereas if you do really intense cardio, if you can get away with like 5 to 10 minutes of HIIT cardio, it's not going to be too bad. The chances are, yes, you are burning more amounts of muscle than fat, or more muscle than you would be if you're doing lower intensity cardio. But I would do only like anywhere from like 5 to 10, maybe 15, 20 minutes max of like really intense cardio, because the long duration stuff at higher intensity is going to burn a shit ton of muscle mass, and you do not want that. Okay, so I would highly suggest doing low intense cardio. The style doesn't really matter, although I would highly suggest doing something where you're moving. You're going for a stroll around the neighborhood, maybe doing some stair steppers, something that gets you moving and out of that static position. All right. Last but not least, giant set number 3, and that'll be it for the workout. We'll go over one more question, but yeah, I told you guys I'm going to speed run today. Don't have a ton of time, so we're going to get it done quick. I want to play the jam for the last set. Woo! Yeah. gonna change this. It's a slow jam. We gotta pick it up. That should do the trick. That should do it. I'll twist it up. OCD like crazy. That's it, ladies and gents. You get a solid ass workout in very quickly. What is that? 21 minutes, and I've been ranting a little bit in between sets. So yeah, 20 minutes or less, you get a solid workout in. You don't need a ton of time. You don't need a lot of equipment. These are great, but you can do everything I just did body weight style or with bands. So if you guys want to see a future workout with body weight style or bands, let me know. Shoot me a comment, shoot me a DM, and we can do something like that. But it doesn't take a lot. Not a lot of time, not a lot of equipment. Let me make sure, I'm gonna check all the chats real quick, see if anyone posted any questions. I know I didn't give you guys a lot of time, very short stream this morning, but I'm gonna check all the chats real quick. And if I don't see anything, we'll just get to our last previously asked question that I have up. Okay, looks like nothing so far. Oh. Alright, well, I don't see much in the chats. No worries, y'all. We'll get to a previously asked question. And then we'll wrap it up there. So, I think we already answered this question. Should I work out my abs every day? I believe we already answered this question. I'll just answer that quick and I'll go on to another one. It all comes down to getting your volume in. If you want to do less sets of exercise, it's like no different than your chest press, stuff like that. You need to work your abs out with resistance. You can either work out like 5 days a week and do 2 sets, get your 10 minimum for the week of ab work, or you can do 3 days a week and you can space it out, every 3 days. You can do 4 sets, 3 sets, 3 sets of your core work. Whatever helps you get that 10 sets minimum is what they say is the best to initiate a muscle change response, 10 sets of each exercise per week. So you can work out your abs every day. If you do, you don't want to go super intense. If you want to go more intense, but not every day, space it out like every other day, like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, something like that. And then I think we already answered that one, so we'll do another one. Oh, this is a good question. How come the scale shows me as being heavier, yet my body fat is less? So there's a very, very big misconception when it comes to body composition. So everyone gets so attached to this number that is their weight, right? Your weight is a very misleading number because, for example, as long as you're not obese and you're not in that category, chances are you don't have to lose a single pound, and you could just focus on body composition goal, which is basically just taking all your current mass and losing your fat, and instead of that fat you just gain muscle, right? So you switch out your fat for muscle, and I guarantee you that many of you, without losing a single pound, will look excellent. You just look very fit, in a lot of cases very toned, or I hate that word like toned, but when you are talking about toned, and when we are talking about this specific question here, how comes the scale shows me being heavier yet my body fat is less? This is just a composition goal. You're trading out muscle for fat, and the more muscle you add on and the more fat you take away, it's like a 1 for 1. 1 pound of muscle and 1 pound of fat weighs the same exact amount. So as you're gaining muscle and losing fat, you will probably stay the same weight if your goal is muscle gain. And I honestly think that's one of the best goals anyway, focusing on composition and muscle gain. Who doesn't want to be stronger, and who doesn't want to look like muscular? Like, you don't have to be bulky and big. I feel like a lot of women especially, and even some guys too, I get sometimes, but more often than not, I feel like women come to me and they're like, I don't want to get bulky and big. They think building muscle is going to make them look like that. That's not really the case. You have to be doing like very specific mass building exercises and eating a ton of calories. So chances are you will not get bulky. You'll just look great. You look slim, you look muscular. So yeah, that answers that question. So quick workout stream this morning. If you guys have any health and fitness questions or song requests, feel free to drop it in this chat or any future stream chats, and we'll get to those. That being said, we got the 7 primary movements. We did giant set. We did 3 sets of a giant set. If you guys would like to see a body weight or banded version of those, let me know, and we can do that as well. Other than that, I'll see you guys later on the gaming, guitar, song request, whatever stream later, and that'll be later in the afternoon, evening time. I hope you guys are having a great Friday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you on the next live stream, peace.